Good evening, families, friends, faculties, and most importantly, the class of 2025. As first for Minister of High School, it's my great pleasure to welcome you to the CV's commencement ceremony. Tonight, we're here to celebrate more than just a diploma. We're here to recognize the growth, determination, and resilience that brought each of you to this moment. As Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change the world. Seniors, your time in Mammoth Springs giving you the tools. Now it's your turn to use them. Go forward with confidence, lead with kindness, and never forget where you came from. And now, if you would, gather member, lead us in an invocation.
Could you please stand while I say the prayer? Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for this wonderful moment that we seniors get to go through. Thank you for this wonderful year that we got to go through, the ball games that you got us through, the trips that we got to go through. Thank you for the parents that got to come to those trips, and thank you for letting us get home safe with you. Thank you for letting us move on to this next chapter of our life, even though we're kind of close. Thank you for everything you've given us, and thank you for the new moments that we get to see. And I just hope everybody here tonight knows your word, knows your glory, and I hope they come to you at some point if they're not. And just thank you for this wonderful night you've given us, and give you the holy, precious, and mighty name I pray. Amen. Amen.
I go through?
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of myself and the class of 2025, thank you for being here tonight, as this point marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another for us. They really weren't joking when they said it would all go by faster than you realize. I know I'm not the only one who would say that this class is a one of a kind. Some might say we could be pretty rowdy, but I just say we make the best of things and know how to have fun, even when it means stepping on some toes. I'm sure we've all been asked the same question multiple times. What are you going to do next? But the more important question is, who are you going to be? We are human beings, not human doings. Many of us are going to college or technical school. Some are going straight into the workforce. Others have absolutely no idea what the next step might be. All of that is completely okay. The more important thing is who you are. Throughout high school, we tend to get assigned labels. We have athletes, nerds, loners, mean girls, popular kids, and so many more. But none of that matters. When you apply to a job, buy a house, or just meet a new person, nobody's going to ask about your high school status. Now is our chance to really become who we are and flourish into our true selves. Use this opportunity to be kind. Live like Loki. Make someone feel good about themselves. You truly will never know the battles other people are fighting. I would like to take this opportunity to thank a few people who have helped me make it to this point. First, I would like to thank all of the teachers I have been blessed to have through school. You have all pushed me to learn and encouraged my love for learning, and I will always be grateful for that. Thank you, Ms. Alice Young, for teaching me how to read, even though it wasn't on the first day and I went home crying. Thank you, Ms. Setz, for continuously showing your support to me over all the years. Thank you, Ms. Raxdale. Your kind soul has forever impacted my life. Thank you, Ms. Powell, for giving me two of my biggest elementary school crushes. Thank you, Ms. Savage, for getting me through school and learning, even if you made me sort through rotten potatoes. Thank you, Mr. Hensley, for making my least favorite subject not that bad. Thank you, Ms. Estes, for everything you do. The work you put into all of your students doesn't get enough recognition. Ms. Scott, thank you for the effort you put in your first year being with us. Thank you, Ms. Taylor, for all the food you let us make and making the classroom feel so comfortable. Thank you, Anna and Ms. Haley. I've never had such random conversations or harder laughs with anyone. Thank you, Mr. Savage, for making sure I got my scholarships done. Ms. Janet, I will always appreciate how you were willing to help make sure I got whatever I needed done. And Coach Knoll, thank you for getting me through some of the toughest times and always being kind to me. Even when we were butting heads, you never made me feel less than my potential. And Audrey, you filled the role I always imagined my mom would have for me during my high school years, and it means so much more to me than I could ever imagine. I have special thanks to everyone who works in the lunchroom for all of your sweet smiles and the work you put into ensuring we are all fed, and to all the custodial workers for the effort that is given to make sure we are learning in the best environment. Thank you, Ms. Rachel, for being my school mom. I don't know what I'm going to do in college when I can't go to your classroom if I need something or someone to talk to. Thank you to all of the moms who have continued to show their support for me, no matter what. Lady, even though you went off to college, you never failed to be there for me when needed, and I wouldn't trade our late-night adventures for anything else. Dad, Emery, and Paul, thank you for being my biggest supporters. I love you more than you'll ever know. Mama, you have truly been my best friend through it all. I know these past few weeks have been tough, but you have continued to be my rock through it all. To all of my friends and family, I love all of you, and I want to thank you for always supporting me, and I couldn't have made it here without you guys. To Uncle Mike and Uncle Jesse, thank you for ensuring the numerous moments, even if it just started with a not joke. Now, I will leave you all with a quote by William Shakespeare. There is a tide in the affairs of men, which, taken at the flood, leads on to fortune. Omitted all the voyage of their life, is found in shallows and in miseries. On such a full sea are we now afloat, and we must take the current when it serves, or lose our ventures. The most fitting interpretation of this quote comes from One Tree Hill's Haley Jane Scott. She believed the quote to mean that life is short, and opportunities are rare. We have to be vigilant in protecting them. Not only are the opportunities You never know what opportunities you might miss. The rest of your life starts now. Congratulations and good luck on your journey to adulthood. Peace out, Winston.
Hello. Being here with everyone to celebrate the class of 2025 is truly an amazing sight. I believe that I speak for all of our class when I say that we are ready to be moving on into the next chapter of our lives. I personally want to thank a couple of people who have greatly impacted my life. My parents have helped me through it all, every fundraiser, event, and everything else you did that I asked of you. My sister helped me through most of my concurrent colleges, and I most likely wouldn't have passed without her help. My grandpa, aunts, and uncles have always bought things from our fundraisers, even when they didn't need anything. So thank you. My teachers have pushed me above and beyond what I thought possible. I have taken on so many leadership roles that I used to not have the confidence for, so thank you so much. And finally, my friends. We have had a lot of fun memories with classes and clubs that we are part of, and I won't be able to forget any of them. So thank you so much for that. Thank you all for helping me make my high school experience a great one. And I will leave you with a quote that I lived by this year. It's by Franklin D. Roosevelt. Nothing to fear but fear itself. So class of 2025, don't be afraid of what could happen. Look forward to it. Thank you and goodbye.
Okay, deep breaths, everyone. Wow, faculty, private parents, siblings, and most importantly, my fellow graduates of the class of 2025. We did it. Standing up here as valedictorian feels, well, a little surreal, and honestly, maybe a tiny bit fraudulent. I have only been a student at Mammoth for 2 years, so I don't know that I feel deserving of this title. The valedictorians should be known and looked up to by the people around me, admired by their peers because they are simple what is possible when you apply yourself. I spent the last 4 years wrestling textbooks, mastering the art of writing precisely the worded essay, and becoming intimate and familiar with the meaning of the blank document. And yet, I get good grades, but I look out at all of you, and I see people who possess a different, incredibly vital kind of intelligence. I see folks who spend their time not just reading about physics, but applying it. Figuring out programming models, understanding torque ratios, wiring circuits that line up instead of just shorting out. While I was diagramming sentences, some of you were diagnosing engines. While I was worried about hypotheticals, you were mastering the precise heat needed for a perfect flow, the exact angle for a secure joint, and the complex dynamics of HVAC systems. Something so many of us depend on for our comfort, yet we rarely think about. While some of us head off to wrestle with more theories and textbooks, many of you are heading out to apply practical knowledge to solve real world problems and contribute in ways that are immediately and visibly apparent. There is undeniable power and deep respectability in that. We need makers, yes, but we also need doers. The people who can translate the blueprint into reality, the ones who can get their hands dirty and do things work. My point is, intelligence isn't just measured in GPAs or test scores. It's the hands that can build, fix, and create. It's in the eyes that can see how pieces fit together, how systems work, how to turn raw materials into something functional, safe, and essential. The world runs quite regularly because of the skills many of you are taking into your apprenticeships and careers over the next few months. You'll be building homes, fixing cars, keeping the lights on and the air flowing. These aren't jobs, these are the building blocks of our lives. So as we celebrate today, let's celebrate all our achievements. Let's celebrate the essays and the engines, the theorems and the table models, the historical analysis and the hydraulics. We all worked hard, we all have learned. We all have incredible futures ahead, built on different but equally valuable foundations. Be proud of the path you have chosen, but also respect the routes that others are taking. We are building a future where both the academic and the artisan are equally crucial and equally celebrated. Many people tell you to do what you're doing is not look back, but my grandfather told me something that I took to heart. He said, "You can't measure your progress if you don't look back at where you came from every now and then. Life is a journey, so don't just be a passenger. Learn to drive and take a look around, stop and see the sights, but always remember to keep moving forward. It's just as much about the journey as it is the destination. So go forth, begin the journey to your destination. Don't focus on the past, but don't forget where you came from. But most of all, enjoy the journey that life offers. You'll never know exactly where you'll end up. Congratulations, class of 2025, all of you. Now let's go build something amazing. Thank you."
Good evening. We have several awards to give tonight, and we have a few guest speakers to come and give some of those awards. So the first up will be Kim Ragsdale, representative of the Fulton County Fair Board.
The Fulton County Fair has been an integral part of our county since 1919. And while the fair showcases the participants' talents in various arts and crafts, food canning, horticulture, resources, as well as the fair pageant, its biggest event is livestock showing. This particular event was an important part of our family's life for 7 years with our daughter Emma. From that experience, she not only learned about caring for her animals, but she also networked with adults that have helped her in her current career and has made lifelong friends. Tonight, I am honored to present the Fulton County Fair Scholarship to 2 students who have also had those wonderful experiences that the fair has provided. I have known each of these students since they were born and have now grown into beautiful and motivated young ladies. I have no doubt they will succeed in their future endeavors. Jaylee Tyson.
Our next presenter, representing the Spring River Area Lions Club, is Rose Estes.
I have 2 awards to give tonight. The first one is the Spring River Lions Club Scholarship, in the amount of $500, and that's awarded to Jaylee Tyson. The second award, I'm pleased to announce, every year we try to give the $500 American Red Cross Scholarship. This year we were eligible to get a $1,500 scholarship, and we thought we had missed it by a few donors. On Friday, I had a text or email that said we had $1,000, so we were really excited. This morning when I got to school, our rep had appealed our donor status, and we did receive the $1,500 scholarship. So thank you to the community who comes and donates. So this year, the $1,500 scholarship goes to Star Mays.
Our next presenter will be from the Fairmont Spring Rotary Club, the president, Debbie Smith.
Good evening, congratulations, class of 2025. Tonight, I'll be presenting the scholarship to the Fairmont Spring Rotary Club. And this scholarship is an amount of $500. We'll go to Jaylee Tyson.
My name is Janet Smith, and I'm the high school counselor here, and I've had some help this year with a new program called Group Ed. Mr. Hayden Savage has been my right-hand guy all year long, helping me make sure the seniors were able to get their scholarships or find a technical or a workplace that they were going to do after high school. And today we had a signing day, so a lot of our students were able, their parents were able to come and see what they were going to do after high
school, so we're really proud of that. So I'm very grateful to Hagen Savage for helping me this year. Receiving the Family Consumer Science Award this year will be Braxton Sneed. Receiving the Best All-Around Boy, Slay Ray. Receiving the Most Athletic Boy, Gavin Vanderberg. Receiving the Drama and Citizenship Award for the boy is Caleb Michaels. Tonight we have a new scholarship that's been created in memory of my dear friend and colleague, Joey Washam. Joey was a former graduate of Mammoth and later became a junior high teacher in math and science. She was a teacher to many students here at Mammoth. What was remarkable and noteworthy about my dear friend was that long after her students had moved on out of junior high, she continued to be their mentor, tutor, and an advocate for their needs. Jo could be hard because she knew the potential of each student that would come into her life. So she had high expectations for each and every one of them. Tonight's recipient exhibits the qualities that best describe the person that Joey was: hardworking, kind, dedicated, a trailblazer, a leader, fighter, and most of all, selfless. This year's recipient of the $500 scholarship for the Joey Washam Memorial Scholarship goes to Nikki Young. Receiving the Ozarks Home Care Dependent Scholarship in the amount of $500 to Leah Turbin. Receiving the College of Ozarks Tuition Assurance Scholarship on a yearly tuition of $23,900 renewable for 4 years for a total of $95,600, Lauren Parker. Receiving the Arkansas Challenge Scholarship in an amount of $14,000, Zach Kessler. Receiving an Arkansas Challenge Scholarship in the amount of $14,000, Melanie Huffmaster. Receiving the Arkansas Challenge Scholarship in the amount of $14,000, Raymond Cordova III. Receiving the Missouri S&T Scholarship in the amount of $18,000, Gabriel McClung. Receiving the Art Award, the Arkansas Challenge Scholarship in the amount of $14,000, the Lions College Scholarship in the amount of $8,000, that's for a total of $22,000, Ray Wilson. scholarship in the amount of $80,000, Star Mays. Receiving the Arkansas Challenge Scholarship in the amount of $14,000 and A-State Enrichment Scholarship in the amount of $16,000 for a total of $30,000, Wesley Thompson. Receiving the Mammoth Booster Club Scholarship in the amount of $500, the Arkansas Challenge Scholarship in the amount of $14,000, the out-of-state tuition scholarship for Missouri State for $37,072 for a total of $51,572. Rice Nicholson. Receiving the English, the business, the band, the citizenship, the best all-around girl, the Daughter of the American Revolutionary Good Citizen Award, the Arkansas Challenge Scholarship in the amount of $14,000, the Curtis Clifford Opal Scholarship in the amount of $5,000, and co-salutatorium for a total of $19,000, Nikki Young. Receiving the Agriculture, Social Studies, Most Athletic Girl, the Shaver Clothing Scholarship in the amount of $500, the Alton Fair Elk Scholarship in the amount of $750, the Mastering Booster Club Scholarship in the amount of $500, the Tri-County Board of Realtors Scholarship in the amount of $500, the Curtis Clifford Opal Scholarship in the amount of $20,000, the Arkansas Challenge Scholarship in the amount of $14,000, the A-State Inspired Scholarship for $22,000, and the co-salutatorium tonight for a total of $57,750 for Jamie Tyson. Receiving the math, the science, the Arkansas Challenge Scholarship in the amount of $14,000, and Alliance College Enrichment Scholarship in the amount of $80,000 for a total of $94,000, our valedictorian, Carter Ritchie. Collectively, our seniors received $521,422 in scholarships tonight, and that's not counting the other financial aid that has already been promised to them. So let's give them a round of applause.
Mr. President and members of the Mammoth Spring Board of Education, it's my honor to present to you the members of the Mammoth Spring Senior Class of 2025. These students have satisfactorily completed the course of study for high school graduation as required by the Arkansas State Board of Education and the Mammoth Spring Board of Education. They are, therefore, entitled to a high school diploma and to all the privileges that accompany it. As I call your name, please come forward and receive your diploma. Carter James Franklin Ritchie. Raymond Rivera Cordova III. Rain Juliette Wilson. Nikki Marie Young. Tyler Michael Jones. William Rice Nicholson. Lauren Elizabeth Parker. Allison Jo Reisner. Kaylee Jo Cooper. Melanie Jewel Huffmaster. Kylie Marie Williams. Slade Monroe Ray. Jacob Tyler Johnson. Darren Cole Richardson. Joshua Austin Howard Rivers. Gavin Lee Vanderbilt. Caleb Matthew Emerson Michaels. Talia Nicole Turpin. Braxton Tyson Sneed. Jaylee Michelle Tyson. Wesley Dane Adam Thompson. Owen Lee Meeks. Zachary Adam Casey. Star Genesis Grace Mays. Gabriel Jaden McClung. Michael Dale Collins. Easton Terry Toon. Wyatt Judd Harden. Mason Chad Powell. Grace Macklin. Nevaeh Maria Lynn Farmer. Lillian May Cochran. Riley James Wheaton. Hunter Matthew Hamilton. Savita Diane Turner. Isaac Adam Ledbetter.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for me and all my classmates that are graduating tonight. Thank you for all our goals that we've achieved and all the challenges we've faced. And please help everyone get home safe and overcome any future goals and challenges that they come by. In Jesus' name, amen.